Hi everyone, I'm Simi Shah, the founder and CEO of South Asian Trailblazers. And today I'm taking you with me to an event to celebrate South Asian excellence at the Oscars. We are going to meet some of the brightest, most talented individuals redefining Hollywood as we know it. Let's go. I'm Simi Shah, and welcome to South Asian Trailblazers. Well, I'm Simi. My platform is called South Asian Trailblazers, and we're all about elevating South Asian leaders like yourself.
You know my best friend's name is Simi.
No way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out Simi, I love you.
So that means that we now have to be best friends. You have built such an amazing career already at such a young age. Tell us how it's felt and how it feels to be here celebrating South Asian excellence right before the Oscars.
It's so, it doesn't even feel real, right? Because 5 years ago, this would have never been a thing. So it's crazy. It feels like such a privilege. It feels like such...
I love that. Obviously, many of us got to see your work in Bridgerton, and now you're adapting to new roles, new projects. How did it feel serving in that role, and what are you most looking forward to next?
I think that a testament to a good actor, but also potentially like a honey trap, is people thinking that you're your character. And what I'm excited to show people is versatility and variety, and to keep people guessing.
Okay, can you give us a little bit of a hint of what that might be? What are some character archetypes you want to play?
I think that, for example, I'm going to be in the next season of One Piece on Netflix. And so I do play a deadly assassin in that, so that's exciting.
A far cry from a princess in high society. That's amazing. So our platform is all about trailblazing, and at the SAG Awards recently, Timothée Chalamet talked about the greats. Who are some of the greats in South Asian trailblazers you admire?
So someone that I've always looked up to as a Tamilian British person is MIA.
Oh my gosh.
Someone who's always earned their identity and infused it in that creativity. So MIA's got to be one. Mindy Kaling,
of course.
One. But I stand on the shoulder of giants who've done the hard work, and I will never forget that.
I love that. I still listen to Paper Planes all the time, so I love that MIA reference. Last question for you. What advice do you have for young, aspiring South Asians who want to chart a path like you have?
Get an education so that your parents get off your back, and then don't give up. There's a space for you, and no matter how hard it seems, there is a place in there.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Charithra. So lovely to meet you.
Good to meet you, so we have one evening.
Thank you. Sagar, so lovely to meet you.
Thank you. You too, Simi.
My name is Simi, as you know. I'm the founder of a platform called South Asian Trailblazers, where we highlight the stories of leading South Asians, like yourself, to inspire the next generation.
Yeah.
I'm so excited personally to watch the Deli Boys premiere.
Man.
How are you feeling?
I'm on top of the world right now. I mean, this is really, it's pretty overwhelming, but I signed up for this 15 years ago, and I'm very excited to see what's behind this next door. I'm ready to read the next chapter. I think people are gonna really like what we have put together. We worked really hard on it, and I'm very, very excited to, show the world what we've been working on for the past few years.
Absolutely. And I know this project is close to your heart because you come from a gas station family, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about what it's been like to play a character on TV where you have a little bit of this shared story, but then obviously there's this totally added dimension.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
I'm a lot like my character in the sense that I'm the only one in my family that didn't really want to work there. And, I'm sure it annoyed the shit out of my dad and my brothers. They thought I'm just like this lazy guy, but you know, I had a vision. I had an idea of what I wanted to do, and the only difference between me and Raj is Raj wants to do drugs, and I just want to be an actor.
I love that. Well, now you're here celebrating South Asian excellence at the Oscars.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
I mean, we're all just humans, you know, we're all just hanging out. I like that we have numbers now, you know, there's like so many of us that we can have a big fancy party every year. And I think it's a blessing that we all come together at least once a year. I think a couple of times a year, and they celebrate each other's successes and, you know, lift each other up. And I think it's a huge thing, you know.
What's been your favorite part of this journey?
So much about it, you know, like, I mean, are you talking about the Deli Boys journey or my entire...
Your entire journey, the last 15 years.
It worked. It was hard, but I know I'm a patient guy, you know, and I know that if I keep working on it and you know, I stay stubborn, eventually it'll work out, and it did, you know. For now, I don't know what the next year is going to be like, but we'll see.
Hopefully upwards and onwards. The last question I have for you is, I'm sure it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. What advice do you have for aspiring South Asians who also want to break into this industry the way you have?
If you're not willing to drop everything, don't do it. That's it. If you want to do it and you're serious about it, you're gonna have to make a lot of sacrifices, and people in your life are gonna try to stop you from doing that. And most of the time, it's gonna work, and you're gonna feel held back, but you're gonna come right back to it eventually. So be willing to make a lot of sacrifices. It sucks, but that's really what it takes.
Well, thank you for your candor. Everyone, that's Sagar Sheikh. Catch him on Deli Boys next week.
Yeah, next Thursday, March 6th, Ulu.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Sagar. I've followed your career for a long time, from 90210 to The Resident to now excited about The Walking Dead. Can you tell me a little bit about your career arc and what it feels like to be in a celebrating South Asian excellence at the Oscars?
Well, it's pretty inspiring because when I started working in this business, I think I was about 19 years old. Nothing like this existed. So to see the evolution of our culture and what we bring to this business is just aspiring, and it's incredible, and it just gives purpose to what you're doing every day. That you know that there's so many more stories to be told, so many stories that are trying to be told that everyone here is working on. So I feel like very inspired, and I feel a lot of gratitude, and really excited that I'm just still here. You know what I mean? You know, it's been a long road. You know what I mean? And I'm just grateful to be here, to be doing it.
You played a wide swath of characters, from Raj to Dr. Pravish to now this Walking Dead character. How does it feel to traverse so many different roles being South Asian?
You know, it's interesting. I try to look at it. I try to understand the spirit of the character first, his voice, and the spirit. Like, so what does he stand for emotionally? I'm an emotional actor, so I always gotta think of my heart and my brain. So that helps me figure out who the guy is. And then adding the South Asian element on top of it helps me identify what choices he would make. How would he handle a certain situation if he's among a group of other white characters? How is he going to make decisions? How is he going to behave? Is he one of them? Is he not one of them? All those choices are important when personifying the character. So I kind of add that in after I understand the emotional spirit of the character.
Absolutely. What are you most looking forward to in terms of your professional bucket list?
So much. You know, I really want to have some fun too. You know what I mean? I played very emotional characters. I want to do like a fun rom-com. You know what I mean? I want to do like I wanna have some fun. I wanna try to do a rom-com. I haven't done one before.
I love that.
Yeah, so I think these was. And yeah, I just want to keep exploring things, and as I get older and learn more and more, I hope it will color the world.
Absolutely. Last question for you. There are so many young aspirational South Asians who want to make it in this industry the way that you have. What advice do you have for them?
A lot. No, but simply put, it's about persistence and just not giving up and believing in yourself and knowing why you're doing it. I think that really helps. Honestly, I think
What's your why?
it's just it encompasses so much, and it evolves. And in the beginning, it's why is bringing a illustration of what it means to be South Asian in America, right? Because that's not what we had when we were young. I'm 41, so when I was young, I never saw a brown person on TV. My children see brown people on TV every day.
They see you on TV.
Sure, they don't like anything else. Anyway, but the point is, it's about, yes, they're seeing a South Asian identity on TV, but it's also about how they're being reflected, how are their lives interacting with the story in the show. So those things matter too. So it's about a lot of factors. My purpose is always to strengthen that idea that we can be a lot of different things, and not just present in an ensemble, but acting in an ensemble.
I love that. Well, thank you so much. We're so excited to see you in that rom-com and certainly in The Walking Dead. Thanks so much, Manish.
Thank you. It was great meeting you.
So great to meet you. Thanks so much. Hi everyone, we have Slay Bhatia here today. How does it feel to be at the South Asian Celebrating Excellence event?
Oh my God, it feels so good. I look forward to this every single year, and I just really enjoy celebrating our people and being together as a community, because we are such a strong community, and it's just so incredible to see South Asians being celebrated, especially at like a big event like the Oscars, and bring together so many incredible creative minds that think alike. So I just love being in this room. I feel like it challenges me as a person as well. And I love all the conversations that I have and seeing everybody dress up, because the fashion for Indians and South Asians is like next level.
Absolutely. You've already seen a lot of success in the early innings of your career. What are you most looking forward to?
So thank you for that. It's my dream to be a filmmaker, and I'm on that path of, making that transition from being in front of the screen to behind the screen. So it means more than anything to me to not just have voices in front of the screen, but to have voices all over, whether that be, crafty or like the director and the writer. Like, it's so important to have diversity everywhere. So I think it's really important that I'm finally making that transition, and I'm finally ready to do that. So I'm just excited to see like what's in store and be able to share my ideas and share my stories that I have to tell about my family and personal things that I've been through. So I'm excited to see how people take that in.
Absolutely. At the SAG Awards, we saw Timothée Chalamet mention the greats and wanting to embody greatness. Who are the greats and the trailblazers you look up to?
I mean, there's so many. I mean, just to list a few, I feel like there's a lot of incredible South Asian filmmakers back in India. I mean, I'm a huge Bollywood fan, and so I think seeing especially someone like Priyanka Chopra make that transition of being in that Bollywood stereotype and then just coming out and absolutely killing it in Hollywood and being a trailblazer here for us. And I think she's genuinely become one of the greats for our community, and we've been able to look up to her and follow her steps. I know I've been a fan of her since I was 2. And it's just been incredible seeing her journey and being able to, sort of see myself in her and remember that little girl always had a passion to tell stories and to be an artist, and being able to see other people successful in the business is really, really incredible, because I think it's hard to move forward without that.
I love that. Last question. We've seen you in Succession. We've seen you across Disney. What advice do you have for young aspirational individuals who want to break into this industry the way you have?
I think the best advice I could give is to tell your own story. Genuinely, it is really hard to be in this industry, especially as a South Asian or any sort of minority. So tell your own story and take that leap of faith and go behind the camera, learn how to write a script, learn how to direct, learn how to edit. I think it's so valuable, because you need to make the space for yourself, because Halahid in this industry are not going to make the space for you. So you have to do it yourself.
I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. How do you do the look? We're so excited to see Deli Boys next week.
Yes.
Can you tell us how you're feeling about the premiere?
Oh, I am beyond excited. It is so exciting because I've been in the trenches, man, for the last 33 years. Because when I started, when about your age, I was in my, mid-20s or somewhere there, and there was nothing for somebody, who looked like us. It looks really bleak. But then here we are. We have Deli Boys, Indian paid Muslim matrimonial on, and then we have another kind of, Sarnaka,
Yes.
Canadian.
We've had Zarna on South Asian Trailblazers.
So Sarna is being interviewed, and Sarna is, her product is being produced now, and hopefully it will get picked up on UCs as well.
Absolutely.
So and in that we have Kuel Nanjiani, is me, that's Mindy. All these people, they're just incredible. We're all telling our stories and defining who we are. And because we all have like different voices. Like Deli Boys is nothing like Zarna's Kyler. It's nothing like anything.
We're telling so many different kinds of
so
stories.
we have all these different voices. It's not all about like immigration and, father-daughter, issues in India and Pakistan and whatnot. Deli Boys is nothing like that. That's what I love about the show, and I'm so glad I'm being part of it. And you will love it,
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So our platform is called Salvation Trailblazers. What does trailblazing mean to you, and what advice do you have for the next generation?
Well, keep at it. Don't give up. Be proud of your heritage. We come from a civilization that has been in existence as long as anybody else, be it Egyptians or Greeks, or we've been writing stories for millennium. Excellent books in Mahabharata, which is like a book of the book, and everything good is art, in Quran or everything, or be it Gita, or Guru Granth Sahib, or some of the great dramas, by Baba Al-Uli, and so we've been doing this for millennia. For many centuries. So it's only natural for us to arrive at this point in time and say, we're fucking here.
We are here.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. We're so excited to watch Deli Boys, and thank you for speaking with us.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
What are you feeling most proud of this year?
Wow. I think this year is particularly special and poignant for me because I spent, I didn't start in film. I spent the last 10 years sort of hustling, really just making it up, figuring it out. And to be directing my first feature-length movie this year is just phenomenal. I couldn't be more excited. It's a really special year. And yeah.
Congratulations. We're so excited for you. What advice do you have for aspiring creatives in this space who are also trying to write their first films and pilots and see if they can actually bring their projects to life?
Yeah, I think the biggest piece of advice I give is don't wait. I think so often we think we've got to wait for the perfect moment. We've got to wait for the perfect screenplay. We can't approach people unless we have it all together, and that can cause so many delays. I think if you have an incredible idea, you're intensely passionate, and you know the basics of putting it together, go for it. Go for it straight away, pitch, tell people about your idea. I think also what's great about that is the more people that you tell, the more embarrassing it'll be if you don't make it happen. So you kind of hold yourself accountable.
You have to make it happen.
You have to make it happen. I'm a great believer.
It's just level accountability.
It is. It's a manifestation.
How does it feel to be at this event celebrating South Asian excellence at the Oscars?
Oh my goodness. It's just... You look around the room, you've got incredible people. You're surrounded by like-minded individuals. You're surrounded by the creme de la creme of, South Asian and Asian talent, literally flying out to be here from around the world.
Yes.
And we get to be a part of that. Yeah. That's magical. And it also feels reassuring that we are growing. Every year these events get bigger and better. And to be a part of it and to see that community grow and to feel like, actually, we really are carving a space now is magical.
I love that. Everyone, that's Suki. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Bye time, mate.
I feel every year as I get older the surge of pride of having so many more people here who are doing so well, and tonight is about honoring them. Artists that I admire and learn from, who have been lifting up other people with them. So I just wanted to say that I'm incredibly grateful to everyone in here who is either seasoned, aspiring, they think of themselves as a mixture of both. This is a beautiful event, and I feel incredibly honored to be here. And thank you for having me as a co-host. And now I get to talk about my favorite film of the year, Anuja.
It just felt important to tell this particular type of story and to make a platform for young female Indian, South Asian actresses. And ever since we began on this journey, we've had so much wonderful support.
The film itself is dedicated to 160 million kids around the world right now are being robbed of their childhood because they're victims of child labor. That's 1 out of 10 kids, or to put that in perspective, roughly half the population of the United States. It's not a South Asian problem, it's a global problem. There's child labor right here in the state of California. And we figure if this film can even begin a conversation about our global economy and what it's doing to the next generation, then I think we've accomplished something. So thank you guys, really appreciate it, and thank you so much.
I feel very lucky that we have a room full of brown people here today, because a long time ago when I came to the Academy Awards, there was very few of us here. And tonight I have the honor of celebrating someone who is here on her second rodeo with her film, I'm Ready, Warden. She was here in 2019 with her film, Superman St. Louis. And I think one of the most incredible things about her as a filmmaker is the depth of filmmaking. So when she's not telling stories that are powerful and effective, she's mining South Asian trauma with matchmaking, and I think that she's one of the most incredible filmmakers of this generation. So, and she makes her father very proud. And so, can I please welcome Smriti Mundu?
So to be here is just, it's like a homecoming, and it's like there's no place I would rather be. So I thank you so much, Shruti, everyone, for putting this together and convening us every year to remind ourselves that, you know, we're not alone anymore. There's a lot of us, and you know, we help each other out and support each other in every way possible. So I feel so lucky and grateful to be here.
Talent is the reason that I'm in this industry. I never fancied myself to be a talented person. I felt like I had a skill, and so I decided that I was going to surround myself with talented people. So to be here and feel connected to my culture in a way that I haven't felt before is an incredibly rewarding thing. Talking about the films just really quickly that we have. Emilia Perez and I'm Still Here. Neither one of those films have any connection whatsoever to India or South Asian culture. I recognize that. But there is a common thread. When I was exploring my culture later in life, when I was a young lawyer, actually at William Morris and then eventually at CA, I started exploring my culture through my profession, right? I started traveling to India. And it was then that I developed a deep appreciation for South Asian cinema.
This event is actually very special for me because when I was nominated for my first feature film 4 years ago, the first South Asian Oscar party happened, and you know, you guys welcomed me and embraced me into this community, which was, you know, very supportive because there are, I think I'm the only Bhutanese filmmaker here, so. But today, as South Asian filmmakers, we are just not creating cinema. We are carrying forward one of the world's richest storytelling traditions, as David just mentioned. South Asian stories do more than just entertain. They serve a deeper purpose. For example, in my homeland of Bhutan, we don't have a word for storytelling. If you wish to hear a story, you ask someone, please untie a knot for me, because that is what stories do. It unties, it frees, and it liberates. We as filmmakers, we are untying knots to reveal truths, untying knots to bridge worlds, and untying knots to share our stories with the world And today we celebrate South Asian Untiers of Knots.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you'll join our community at southasiantrailblazers.com. Be sure to subscribe to our newsletter and follow us at South Asian Trailblazers on LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and any major platform. Here at South Asian Trailblazers, we're dedicated to elevating leading South Asians. Until next time.